Okay, I'm going to answer the question. This is one of my favorite questions to answer too, and that is how to make creme anglaise, which is translated to English cream, and then translated again to vanilla custard sauce or custard sauce flavored with vanilla or whatever it is you happen to flavor it with. Today we're going to flavor it with vanilla, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about vanilla beans. But this sauce, this dessert sauce, is like the brown sauce, if you will, of desserts, if you can understand that, meaning it's just used in so many different sweet things. You're going to love it. So first thing I'm going to do, and you got to understand this is a simple sauce, but it has very specific requirements so that it works. All of the ingredients are going to be vanilla, egg, sugar, and milk, egg yolks, okay? So I'm going to start you out with the vanilla bean down here, and I have the 2 cups of milk for the recipe already in the saucepan getting hot. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to handle a vanilla bean, all right? So, now if you ever get a vanilla bean that's hard, that means it's not fresh, and you're going to may have problems with it. So I'm going to split the vanilla bean down the middle with a knife. I already have one I split over here. Now we're splitting it down the middle with a knife on purpose so that we can scrape the interior of this pod out.
Chef, we can't see. There we go.
Okay, how's that?
Perfect.
And there's the vanilla stuff right there that's on that spoon, which is what all the hubbub is about, okay? I just put that right inside the milk. I'm going to throw that pod that I used in there too. That milk is starting to scald. I'm going to turn that milk down. Right now I'm going to turn it off because it's getting hot. Throw that in there. Now this is probably, one might think that this is more vanilla than you need, but it depends how much vanilla flavor you want. Now you probably have noticed if you bought real vanilla bean ice cream, for example, that there's little black dots in it. And that's what this stuff is. This is hundreds, if not thousands, of little black things that make up the inside of the vanilla pod. So boom. We got all that in there, and this milk is getting hot. It is hot, so it's scalded milk. Right now, if you can come in a little bit closer, Richard, that'd be great. But the scalded milk has all that black stuff in it there, which is the vanilla bean. It's got, you see there?
Yes.
See all that black stuff floating around? It looks kind of nasty, but it isn't at all. All right, now, step 2 for making the creme anglaise is I have my 8 egg yolks and my half a cup of sugar, or 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Now I'm going to cream this together. Now what I'm showing you, this particular process, this is the classic old world French way in which this sauce is made, okay? I'm going to cream this together. And it's starting to change color already and get smooth. Doesn't take a lot of work for that. Now some people would put the sugar in with the milk. This is done for a number of reasons, but the main reason is it keeps it easier and that you don't have to do this part. But this is the older way of doing it, and the reason I like to do it this way instead of scalding the milk with the sugar in it is so that it's easier to mix the egg yolk, and there's more body when you're whisking the scalded vanilla milk into it, which is what I'm going to do now. Now I'm going to add the milk while whisking. A steady stream, vanilla beans and all going in there. Now, I'm going to take this mixture, I'm going to put it back on the stove. And here is the tricky part for the creme anglaise right here. And that is cooking, come up here to me now, Richard, the cooking of this custard. If it boils, you have to throw it out, okay? So what you want to do is, I'm using a wooden spoon, and you can come back down into the custard sauce if you'd like, Richard. The trick here is to cook this to the proper thickness level and then get it off the fire. Now, I have an ice water bath sitting right here waiting for this, and there's the bowl, and there's the strainer. Now, this setup is what you need to have before you begin the process of cooking this custard, which is what I'm doing right now. I have it on high, but I'm watching it closely because it's not going to take long. So we're going to stand here, And look at this for a minute or 2 or 3 or whatever length of time to do it. It's time it takes. But you remember, when you're doing this, you may not want to keep this on high like I am, because I've done this particular sauce so many times, I know how to recognize when it's about to be thick. Because what's going to happen is all of a sudden it's just going to get real thick. And you better get it off the fire, and you better be ready to do so at that time. It's going to happen real quick here soon. This sauce, of course, you can flavor with just about any sweet liqueur, and it goes with so many different kinds of desserts, it's not even funny. And it's just about getting close. You'll notice, let's see if I can get a spoon here. Notice how it's starting to coat that spoon a little bit there? This is ready. I'm leaving it in the hot pot now, but off the fire. It is ready right now. Okay, so I'm going to strain it right into the ice bath. Shut that burner off because it's too hot for me. And now, the trick here, let me take a look at it with my glasses on. Now I'm stirring it now. That helps cool it down a little bit. And you want to cool it a little bit fast, like this, initially when you first strain it. And the reason why is, hey, see how the texture of that sauce is? And you can see the black vanilla specks in it also. All right? Now the reason I was starting to say was that I want to cool it real fast by mixing it like this and having it sitting in the ice water, is that eggs, unlike so many other things that you cook, when you take them off the fire, they keep cooking. And so you notice how I immediately strained it, and now I'm immediately mixing it over the ice water. This is very important. Now we're starting to get what I would consider to be sauce consistency. And I'm going to time elapse this, and I'm going to bring this back in about 15 or 20 minutes, and you'll see how cold it is, and I'll pour some of it on a plate for you so you can see how it sets right on the plate. And with that sauce consistency of vanilla custard sauce. You just saw creme anglaise being made. I hope you like that. I'm going to bring it back when it's cold. I'm going to show you what it looks like on a plate. And the vanilla sauce, which, of course, there are many, many variations on. Now, my written recipe, that if you click on those downloads, you'll notice that I suggested whipped cream with pure maple syrup mixed into it. That's very nice with this too. You can even drizzle pure maple syrup on this. I'm going to put a little bit of the vanilla bean creme anglaise, or the vanilla custard sauce, on this one, which is a dessert sauce that goes with just about any dessert. And I'm going to do a little bit of a little chocolate thing on there, just because chocolate and pumpkin and pecans goes together real well. Now, I also suggest that you can use your candied pecans to sprinkle them on top, or you can serve this with whipped cream, or you can put candied pecans inside the vanilla sauce too. So you can do whatever you want with the candied pecans, but they're not an absolute necessary part. And then we just put a little bit of powdered sugar on this. That kind of sets it off a little bit. Now that's such a really, really nice little fresh dessert. Not something that they're going to see at anybody else's holiday dinner or meal, particularly Thanksgiving, where pumpkin is just about mandatory. You enjoyed this dessert. I hope you will. I know I'm going to right after we get done with this video. Thanks a lot. See ya. Bye.